What has been the best thing for you about being pregnant?
Oh, I think it's such a miracle. You know, I feel so lucky that I've had an easy pregnancy, and hopefully it stays that way. But I think starting to feel the baby move and getting those little kicks and, seeing it happen, you know, like through your shirt or looking at your belly, and it'll be like, pff, pff.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, there's like a life inside of me. And it's a piece of my husband and me, and it's really wild, you know, really exciting to think about the future, and also a little scary, but
I think that's normal. I think, you know, whatever you go through in life, the unknown is always scary.
always scary.
It always is.
Yeah, but so exciting at the same time. And, you know, we're just like, we're giddy when we talk about it and daydream about what our future's going to be like and what our child's going to look like and the little personality it's going to have. I think that's the most exciting part, you know?
That's the craziest thing, I think, to think, you know, 3-ish months from now that he's going to be here.
At first, you know, in the beginning, I felt like it was just going by so slow.
Yeah.
Because you're not really showing, and
Well, I remember you saying that to me. You're like, my stomach's not that big. And
like, when is it going to happen? I just want to look
when is it
pregnant,
going to
you know?
pop?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it popped. And now with like, you know, a little less than 4 months to go, it's like, whoa, wait, am I ready for this?
Okay, so when you arrived here at the airport,
God.
it was horrible. I picked you up, was waiting in the car. I turned, and then I saw 4 photographers chasing after, and I obviously knew it was you. Nobody really understands, I think, what that's like.
Yeah, or what people will do to get their shot, you know, like how close they'll get to you.
Yep.
Or, and I don't know, sometimes it's a more pleasant situation where it's just like, okay, I can deal with this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm mentally prepared that this is going to happen, and I kind of assume that they're going to be there.
That they're waiting outside of your house.
And you just take a breath and go, you know, because you have to. What else are you going to do? And then some days it's like, it just sucks. Who wants to be photographed every single day? And sometimes people are more pushy or more aggressive. And like
last
yesterday,
when you're pushing a cart and you're over 6 months pregnant and it's raining and you can't get to the car of the person that's picking you up,
yeah.
and instead of helping
And
you,
I'm
they're
standing out
chasing
there
you.
doing a freaking photo shoot. I'm like,
You're like, thanks.
I'm stuck here.
Thanks for helping me.
Yeah.
I almost whipped the suitcase at one of them.
Badass Leah came out.
did.
Seriously, I think she had my like 60-pound suitcase. Like,
I did.
Ready to
I
just
was ready.
swing.
You saw how I whipped it in my car because I was just ready to whip it at one of them.
I know.
Because
And you come running through the rain. What do you leave her alone?
I
She's
know.
pregnant.
But they don't, and they were yelling at me, but they don't realize that that's not normal.
Yeah. The thing is when everyone's creating a ruckus around you, everyone else that's standing around, it's embarrassing. Like, because they all start being like, oh, well, who is that? Well, what's going on over there? You know, and you're just like, oh, I feel so helpless right now. And then the normal people start taking the pictures of the paparazzi taking your picture, and then it's just like a domino effect of situations that are happening. And so this one guy wouldn't move his cart out of the way, and I couldn't get by, and like the wheel slipped off the curb, and I'm like stuck and jammed.
I would start to cry.
And then the guy's like, one of them's like, well, they let me like struggle for a second, and then when one person's like, well, don't let her fall, and I'm thinking, well, that's nice for a paparazzi to say that, but then I know if I had fallen, like, they would have loved that, you know. So it's bad that there's, not all of them are bad people, and I try to just think, oh, they're just doing a job, but it is bad because they would love to watch you fall or do something embarrassing or horrible that the whole world can laugh at. And it's just a hard way to like live your life, always thinking that way, you know, or always having to be so protective of, how you walk or make sure this doesn't happen and that, you know.
So what happens then when the little baby comes?
It's
How will you feel? Like, do you think about that?
I do, and I'm pretty pleasant to them now,
Yeah.
and they are usually pretty kind to me. So hopefully, there's a little bit more respect that goes into it, but I don't know. I'm not the first person in
Oh, no, of
Hollywood
course.
to have a
Absolutely.
baby, so, other people have found a way to deal with it, and I think I will too, and if it gets too much, I don't know, we pack up and move, I guess. Mike and I talk about that sometimes. We're like, yeah, when the baby is a baby and it doesn't know what's going on, that's fine. But once they're like 3 and 4 and 5 and they realize that they are so different than normal kids, I think that's what starts to worry us.
Well, then you'll just have to come to Canada.
Well, I don't know. Toronto.
No, I know, not Toronto now. We have paparazzi here, supposedly. Maybe a small town.
Maybe Edmonton.
Edmonton.